Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Ding Rivals. In this episode, we're going to be breaking down the giant Season 7 updates with all the nerfs, the buffs, the team ups, the new character, and much, much more. Alongside with me, we have my co-host Deb, aka Steve, whatever I call him.
What's up, y'all?
Just know he's the #1 controller invis player in North America.
That's all you need to know.
When we're on the Texas servers, of course.
Look it up.
Yeah, Google.
No. When we take the Dallas servers off.
Oh, when the Dallas servers are off, he's the #1 controller in
this. It doesn't work like I thought it would.
Yeah, but this is our new channel. This is our first video. I know I said welcome back, but first video, like I said, it's a big season update. So there's a lot to break down in this video. Before we get into it, Steve, you have any introduction or anything to add before we get into our giant list? Because there's a lot of changes.
Just that welcome. And I think that there's not there's rivals players that create content and they do things like this, but I don't think there's really like a podcast style Marvel Rivals channel. I don't want to say that we're podcast style, but it's more like a podcast format, but not like an hour or two long video. We're just gonna, give you guys all you need to know. We created a document here that we're gonna break down for you, so you guys can visualize all of these changes as well before you go jumping into season 7 tomorrow. Well, I guess
or today if you're watching it,
depending on when we drop this. But other than that, no. But welcome.
I think the meta is definitely going to shift this season. Last season, it was a lot of triple heals. I know a lot of people were complaining about that because the healers were like overpowered.
And they're like, almost like they're immortal, depending on how many healers you have too. But just, oh my goodness.
I know we got a cloacator over here.
It's incredible.
The survivability.
Yeah, I mean that, and then on top of that, her kit is just, in my opinion, it just feels like it's stacked. Because the ult is so annoying to stay alive in, even if you're a tank, and then you just hold down right trigger, and I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm not playing into it correctly, but
yeah,
it's more of an annoyance. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that Cloak's gonna go and win a game for you, but sometimes.
So we're 3 minutes into our first episode, and we already got our first Cloak rant. There we go. All right, but let's actually get into the content.
More to come.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
I mean, before we start to break it down, what do you think of White Fox? You watch anything yet?
Yeah, so I did watch the introduction video. I've seen a lot of TikToks and clips of her. She definitely looks really good. A lot of the times when they introduce new characters, they're absolutely busted at first and they get nerfed almost instantly. Think back to last season, it was Elsa. Her ult literally got buffed within a week of her getting it. Nerf, sorry.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, it's still just she's really busted. I mean, even if the ult isn't the problem, like she does a lot of damage. If you that's why you see her banned at high ranks a lot. Because a good Elsa just knows how to control the game. Shut down an invis ult, you know what I mean? A lot of the time you see in lower ranks that they'll just miss. Or just use it blindly to not counter anything. But yeah, I mean, I think she's still busted. I think that's why you see her getting banned a lot. But I think White Fox looks good, and I think the good thing about White Fox is she looks like she would be challenging to play. You have there's like a very high skill ceiling. Yeah, because she basically has a DPS mode. So you're going to see a lot of people trying to dive with her, and then also I don't think you'd see a triple heal comp anymore after what they did to them, but I think you'll see a lot of different types of White Foxes, and I think that's what's most exciting.
And then one other character they introduced that was absolutely busted was Gambit. They're still nerfing him to this day.
I think they just don't even know what to do to his ult at this point, but he got nerfed. he's getting nerfed again.
Yeah, I know.
They said in the video the focus of his nerf is the ult. It's like, okay, that was the focus last time. What'd you do to it then?
Yeah,
because you got to nerf it again. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we'll get we'll get into that as well.
A couple other interesting things from the content and competitive updates here. The placement matches. They said this in the video as well, but your your rank will be determined based on your performance in the game, not just whether you
Wins
won
and
or lost.
losses.
I had thought that that was already the case because say I am in Celestial and then I lose all of my well, I guess it still takes your older rank into consideration. So I'm
Yeah.
mistaken in saying that, but I think that's good. Yeah. So if you get the ace in every game, you're gonna go up at least one rank. I think he said it could go either way. So
Mhm.
one rank either way, depending on how you play.
Yep. I like that introduction. I mean, it was probably already in place, but what's the next one you want to get into? You want to go into the ban phase because that's kind of big.
Yeah, I mean that's got to be the largest thing here, right? Is the extra ban.
Huge.
I really
Yeah.
expected four, honestly. I expected four with how many characters are in the game now.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. They're gonna have to continue to monitor that because me and Steve, we play pretty frequently, and it's always like, I want to ban this character, and then it's like,
Mhm.
let's ban this character next game. Nah, let's ban this character. And I felt like
Yeah,
every
and it's
game.
like you get away from banning Daredevil and you play against one that makes you wanna get off, and then
Yep.
you're like, "Oh, we should, start banning Daredevil," and then
You
it's
face one good one and you're like, yo, why don't we ban Daredevil ever game? And then the
but
next
I
game you load in and Moon Knight just shreds you and you're like, that's why.
exactly,
Yeah.
because it goes for anyone, you know what I mean? Like, it really if somebody's good on a character, like, maybe besides, like, Widow and Jeff, but if somebody's good on a character, it doesn't matter whether or not, you know, uh whether or not the character is busted or not because they could just make them good. And I think
Yeah.
that's what's good about Rivals as well is like you really can regardless of nerfs and buffs and stuff. I mean, obviously there's a couple characters that just struggle a lot. Like
Yeah.
you got like
Black Widow.
Torch Widow. And I think some characters like that they just have to rethink altogether.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean we got a lot to break down here, so let's we can move it along.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
But the ban thing is pretty huge. Like obviously you just get another ban per phase. I think what they should do is they should do individual bans too, because it would prevent someone from getting banned twice. Like
I
for
think
example,
that's what I want. A lot of people were talking about that as well.
yeah.
Is
Like, for
just make it so
example,
you can't
we
have a
ban
duplicate ban.
first. Let's say we ban Moon Knight. The other team goes, they ban Cloak, let's say, for example. Then we go again. Just so, because there was constantly double bans. Me and Steve were GM1, Celestial 3. So around that rank, it was usually Gambit and Moon Knight, right?
Yeah, I would say Gambit, Moon Knight,
Gambit,
and then
Moon Knight.
you'd see a lot of Groot and Elsa as well.
Yeah, Groot, Elsa. But it'd always be like, we would both ban the same characters at once. So it was, that's an interesting thing that Guang Guang could take into consideration.
Guang is cooking now, though.
Yeah, he's
They
going
have made
crazy.
so many positive changes, I think.
Yeah, let's go
Um,
to the global change, the balance
yeah, I
change
mean,
a little bit.
the last thing I'll say about this is just the Shin Shibuya map is returning to competitive. I don't know why
Hell
it
yeah.
left to begin with. That map is
Hell yeah.
dope. One of my favorite maps in the game. I don't know why it left to begin with, and I don't know why it didn't come back sooner.
Mhm.
So, that's everything else, but feel free to take a look at this, guys, and the, link to this will be down in the description as well, if you wanna just review everything, or you could just rewatch the video.
Mhm.
Okay, so moving into the global balance changes, I'll speak a little bit on this stuff. They
This is your
obviously
specialty.
yeah, I've been just, excited for it, I guess, so but it's all in their, Marvel Rivals, season 7 preview video as well, so Vanguards and Duelists are receiving nerfs to both their damage to energy conversion for ult charge as well as the passive ult charge. So it's a pretty significant change too, and this is going the other way for Strategist. So it was their damage to energy conversion is sorry, that tanks and DPS are suffering a 20% loss. So if you're hitting your shots, you're not going to charge your ult as fast.
Mhm.
And passively, you're also not going to charge your ult as fast. But I believe it looks like it was only by 11 a second. So,
So going
I'm
from
sorry,
12
but
to 11.
12 to 11, so 1 a second. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for healers, their ult charge is they're going to charge slower passively, and their ult charge is going to increase based on their healing and their damage. So, like I said before, if you're hitting somebody, it's I don't think it's increasing, but it's just since the passive ult charge is going down so much for healers,
Mhm.
by about 20%, going from 12 to 8 per second. Um, the only way to get your ult as a healer, or to get it fast at least, is going to be by healing your team and hitting your shots on enemies and stuff like that when you can. So I guess spamming tanks and stuff like that, depending on who you're playing.
Mhm.
But the problem with this though, and again, they had mentioned in the video that there might still be opportunities to play, triple healers. but
Trip support.
I just can't even see it being possible because if the damage and heal share is gonna be what's charging the support ults, amongst 3 supports, it's like there won't be an opportunity to spam support ults and win with a triple heal comp like you would previously. So,
Yeah. I think it's gonna be more if there is a triple heals comp, you're basically ensuring you're gonna lose the first, like, fight or 2 because the other team's supports are gonna generate their ult faster, but the trade-off is if you end up getting the point first, I think triple heals might still be pretty
yeah, it's a little bit easier to
effective.
hold. I see what you're
Yeah.
saying, yeah, like in a domination sense, yeah.
Dude, domination when you were going up against triple heals this last season, bro. If you lost the point and they had trip heals, like you weren't gonna win it back, it felt like, unless you had some pretty crazy ults. You needed someone to kill like one of the supports out of their ults. So
Mhm,
I'm glad with this change. Overall, I think they had to do it. There were so many complaints. And I think in general, from consensus, the people do like the changes that have been made this upcoming
mhm,
season or
yeah.
this season. If depending on when you watch this video. So, good so far. Obviously, we will continue.
Yeah,
Next,
I mean, I think just the last thing I'll say about that too, because I
mhm,
don't think we're gonna go through each ability, buffs and nerfs and stuff like that, but we are gonna
mhm,
leave this up here for you guys, just to take a look through because we got 9 slides here, and a lot of changes to a lot of characters. So I think we're gonna
yeah,
pinpoint a lot of the, important stuff, and what we think is gonna be changing the game. Uh, but to speak on the triple sport thing one last time, I think it just you I don't think they could have found a better way to shift the meta away from triple support. So uh, I think that's why they're seeing so much positivity,
mhm,
and, like, non-issue focused feedback towards the video that they released and the buffs and nerfs and stuff, so
mhm,
alright, so now let's get into some hero changes. We're looking at Vanguards first. We are going to there's a lot here, and we put a lot into this, slideshow here, so, we're gonna just, briefly mention each thing, anything that we might notice, big changes, things like that, we'll talk about a little bit and react to. But, for the most part, just, feel free to take a look at this or check the description down below, as I mentioned, if you would like to, download this slideshow and, really get yourself a breakdown of, all these changes here, because we just don't have the time in one video to cover it all. So, Angela got a lot of changes here. Moving into the next page here, we got changes to Captain America.
mhm,
Very important changes, in my opinion, to tank pool.
yep,
I think tank pool can absolutely just run a game, especially a very good tank pool, because they almost play him like a dive character. When you think you would see something like that out of the DPS pool, but tank pool, it's just he's has so much survivability, and I think that's why it's good that they, nerf the his upgraded damage reduction because he can stay alive for so long back there. I don't know if you can even ground him as the thing because I've had trouble when he's doing that, like bouncing with the swords
mhm,
thing to our healers. I've had trouble like trying to slam down on him. I don't know if it's just because he's in midair or what, but to me, it just seems like if you have a really good tank pool and he's diving your team like that, it's almost impossible to counter, because he just knows how to play around everything. Again, depending on the person who's behind the controller or mouse, whatever. Um, I don't know. What do you think? You think that's a good change?
I think the Deadpool change is definitely worth it. Like I said, Deadpool is one of those characters, or tank pool specifically, where when you run into a really good tank pool, you're like, wow, this kid can really run a lobby. It's
Yep.
rare.
Yep.
It's rare, but it happens and you run into one and you're like, damn. So I think the nerf is definitely the way to the way the team the developer should have went. Next
Mhm.
guy that's sticking out to me like a sore thumb because he's one of my mains. Strange got a little bit of a nerf. Shield is Seraphim went down his typical LT, or I don't know what the shield button would be on mouse and
I
keyboard,
think it's
maybe
like
F.
shift, but people set their controls to a lot of different things.
Oh, okay, so it's probably shift or whatever. But
Mhm.
800 to 700, slight nerf, but obviously he was super strong with the team up last season, and his movement boost definitely helped him climb to the meta tank. So I guess they just nerfed him just to kind of balance him out, get everyone
Mhm.
to the center. What do you think
I thought he
about?
was gonna I from what I heard, I thought Strange was gonna get nerfed a lot more, but I think that that's a fair nerf. I
Yeah,
just personally think his shield gets melted already, but,
yeah, everyone shoots
some
that at.
some decent Emma buffs here,
Yep.
because I think she has kind of fallen off a little bit since season 5, and I feel like we haven't seen Emma played a lot in season 6.
Mhm.
So these are some decent Emma nerfs. The Hulk, we've obviously heard about the changes to the Hulk and the expectation for the Hulk going into season 7. 2 gamma burst charges, it's already
Big,
annoying.
big.
I think again, like we said, he's one of those characters where it's like it doesn't matter what's going on with his kit at the moment, because if you're a good Hulk, you're just a good Hulk, and you know how to, manage a game as a Hulk, and you know how to annoy backlines and stuff like that, and react to peeling.
Mhm.
So just the disruption that he's able to cause within backlines of enemy teams is just, again, depends on who you are and what kind of Hulk player you are, if you're a good one or bad one. But I think that these buffs, you'll see a lot more Hulk players, regardless of skill. So
Yep. Hulk jumps in, claps twice, hits a healer or fucks him up, and then jumps away. We can
yep,
edit. We can edit the cussing out because there's no cussing on this challenge on this channel. Next guy, Magneto, aka Magneto. That's what I like to call him. He's my
facts.
other main, so I'm gonna kind of break him down. This one, so his metal bulwark wark cooldown. I don't know why they get very technical with the names, but his bubble to other people got nerfed a little bit. The cooldown is from 12 to 15 seconds. His self bubble, however, got buffed, so it goes from 12 to 10 seconds. So his self bubble he can do to himself more frequently, whereas he can't bubble other people as frequently. And then his ult got a pretty good buff, I'd say. I mean, he throws it faster. There's no damage or
I think that
nothing.
that's super big though, because I
Yeah.
think one of the problems is like missing the cloak at the end of her ult, and I think this is going to help with that a lot. You'll see a lot more Magnetos that are probably just not as good.
Mhm.
Probably hit that a little bit more.
Yep.
So,
And
uh,
one
oh,
more
sorry.
thing, because I
Yep.
play mag a lot of times you'll be up in the air and you want to throw your charge. Obviously, it has to be more than halfway to really get the dunk off. And what happens is if you're in the air for too long and you don't throw it immediately, Cloak goes into her is it dagger mode when she's darker
Yep.
and she
Yep.
floats up as the shadow. So she'd
Yep.
actually block it. So now with that the
No, I
speed boost.
apologize. Cloak is the shadow,
Oh,
and
okay.
then dagger is the girl.
Okay. Well, you
Uh,
know what I mean. She would go into her shadow mode and dodge Magneto's
it is like
ult.
very easy to like think that Cloak is just the girl though, because I feel
I
like
know. I
she's
don't know.
just the
I
main
just feel
one.
like a
So
dagger like, the dagger would be like I feel like a dagger is darker, and that's like
mhm,
the shadow mode, but
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Anyway, like I said, it's big. You can, dunk on her more consistently.
So I know we got a lot of Panther buffs, as you can see here. They spoke about that a little bit. Daredevil
Yeah.
is getting nerfed, finally. Daredevil has like always been good. I mean, I guess he's like easier to counter at lower ranks. We're Celestial and GM, so we've struggled to play against some Daredevils, but
Oh, yeah.
in pro play, he's played constantly. So I think the nerfs are we're gonna see a lot of we're gonna see a lot less Daredevil in pro play and a lot less Daredevil in general. So that's helpful, and then maybe we'll see a little bit more Black Panther, but I think they just need to rethink Black Panther altogether. But I guess we'll see how these buffs work out.
Mhm.
Blade, obviously, he's great, but I feel like he's always just been kind of like average and just
Yeah.
not played very frequently. So these buffs, I think we'll see a lot more Blade players,
He needed that.
and Blade mains are definitely going to be enjoying that. Uh, Looks like we got instinct loss on defeat for Elsa Bloodstone. Okay. Oh, and before I move on to Elsa, the Deadpool duelist, they buffed him as well,
Yep.
because I think that they're trying to they
Even
I
out
think
the
they
Deadpools.
want the players to not play tank pool as DPS Deadpool.
Mhm.
So I think that this is good. Although they nerfed the ult cooldown. I guess they did that for every single Deadpool.
Yeah. I mean, he would get his ult
Elsa,
immediately.
you want to speak on Elsa a little bit? I feel like she's been a struggling point for players this season.
Yep. So instinct loss on defeat. So instead of it's a one stack, it used to be a one stack. Now it's a two stack. So she has a heavier death penalty because
Yep.
I don't play Elsa too much. I think you can honestly speak on it more. She has like a charge kind of like
Mhm.
I forgot how it works.
It's I believe it's just the dash. No,
Oh,
yeah,
the
I believe it's
dash.
just she get no, I'm sorry. The cooldown, the more stacks you have, the cooldown on your dash is shortened. So if
Mm,
you lose 2 stacks, then now the cooldown will be basically like back to, I think it's 4 stacks total, or like 3 maybe. So
yeah.
if you, or it might even be more, I'm not sure. I haven't played her in a while, but if you die, if you're losing 2 stacks, your dashes, the cooldowns are going to be a lot longer than they would by just losing 1. So her progression throughout the game could kind of be like staggered a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's definitely necessary. She's still like a very good DPS.
Lower survivability as well. Yeah, see, that's one of her issues. She's able to get out of every fight,
Yep.
and
Uh,
just deals so much damage at like close range and stuff like that. So I know
yeah.
Magic received a nerf, right? And then they buffed Iron Man.
Yep.
Um,
Iron Man kind of
yeah,
got a good buff
that's a interesting buff that they gave him. Yeah. So if he what is it? If he gets a kill while in the
in
overdrive, it
overdrive. It
extends it. Yeah,
extended it for two more seconds, which is
that's
kind of
good.
big.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Iron Man was
we're gonna
kind of
see a lot more Iron
overlooked.
Man.
Iron
Yeah,
Man
yeah.
was like goated in season 1 and 2 with that Gamma team up with Hulk and
Mhm.
Strange, and then like that disappeared, and he disappeared with it. He's pretty good. The problem with him is he's pretty easy to get countered, get a Phoenix, get a Hela, even like Deadpool, because he's what is it? What's that? What's it called? Where the bullet hits immediately?
Hit
Um,
scan.
Hit scan, that's what it is, yeah. So, any character that hit scan can kinda counter Iron Man, but overall, I think that's a good buff. Magic,
Mhm.
I mean, she kinda got buffed, but, like, it could be a nerf. She's kinda weird because her RB dash, where she slashes you up in the air, you don't have to be as accurate on someone to do it. I saw, like, a TikTok explain it. So, if you're, like, not looking directly at the person and do your dash, they'll get caught in it. But at the same time, if you're trying to escape with that and someone kind of runs close to your line of fire, you won't be able
Mhm.
to escape as good.
Okay.
So it's kind of the way you view it. I think it's more of a buff than a nerf, but yeah, Magic's big.
I
Psylocke,
don't know. I have no idea why they're buffing Scarlet Witch. I feel like she's
Steve
very
hates her.
she's I think she's
Steve,
fine where she is.
Steve.
Any character that I mean, I think everybody feels the same about this. Any character that can just hold the right trigger and then just spam kill you like that when you're trying to get away and the rest of your team died. It's like I know I was probably gonna die anyway, but I don't want to die in that way. I hate hearing that little ticking sound until I'm dead.
Yeah.
Like just one shot me, please. Like I'd rather that.
RT simulator.
So annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so buffs to Witch,
I think
Bucky, I
Psylocke got a
believe,
little
was
buff too,
nerfed.
which is good. Psylocke went from being like amazing last season to like terrible.
Yeah, she's
It's
not
so
played
funny.
much.
It's so
I
funny
still
how
think
the
I think she has one
turnover
of the
is.
best ults in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
her
the
ult's
thing. It's
good.
just it's nice because you see characters like leave and come back, but then it's like at the same time you just have like a pool of characters that are just never
Bad
good. I mean, they're
or bad.
trying. They're
Bad or
trying
good.
with Warlock, you know.
Yeah.
We can see here Warlock's got a team up with
Storm, right?
Storm now. Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I remember seeing that. So when he does his B dash, I mean, let's get into it next just because the team ups. Let's go into the strategist changes, and then we'll get into the
Yeah, see,
um,
like this is wrong here. I
team up.
wrote Luna Snow instead. That's wrong. It's Storm. But yeah,
Oh,
we can take a look at the healers first because it's a little bit of a shorter section. Luna definitely got a nice buff.
mhm.
Deadpool, same thing, just the old. Oh, let's see what they did to Gambit.
So
Oh
Gambit,
wow. So they
yeah,
they
they nerfed
shortened it.
him.
They shortened it.
They nerfed him a lot. I mean,
Oh
it,
wow.
it
Yeah,
was
look at that.
expected. It was expected. Like since Gambit dropped, he was the best healer in the
See,
game.
that's what they did last time though, is they dropped all of this a little bit, and I think they're just gonna continue to do that until it's
Until it's
balanced.
even. Yeah.
Until it's just like nobody's complaining.
I mean, when
But
Gambit
seriously, I mean, it
first dropped, and
was
even last season, bro, you Gambit ulted and your team just went crazy fast. You
Mhm.
sprinted to the back line and just annihilated them.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
not only did that happen, it's like the rest of their team had the rest of your team just has ult after it too.
yeah, and then originally it was crazy because the ult charge
Mhm.
would go crazy, and then
Yeah.
Invis got a huge nerf too.
Yeah.
Me personally, I mean, I play Invis, but I think she kind of needed it. Like her
Mhm.
self shield blocking everything was kind of dumb. Like, bro,
Mhm.
I'd be Magneto. I'd go to dunk on her, and she puts her self shield down that has 5 health, and it completely blocks my ult, and she just
I
flies away
know.
or
Yeah.
double jumps away. Like it's kind of ridiculous. But her guardian shield, a lower combat sustain. So actually, she gets healed less from it too, from 25 to 15 seconds. But when she goes invisible herself, that actually heals her faster than
Mhm.
before, going from 20 to 30
I
per
think those are
second.
fair changes. Yeah. I mean, again, it's
Yeah.
the goal isn't just to like nerf people into the ground. It's just to, like make it more balanced.
Yeah. So they basically nerfed her shield, but her self healing is better now. And then
Got it.
Luna got a new snowball effect for self or allies with the aura.
Mhm.
I don't really understand that one. That one's gonna have to be once we get into the season, we'll kind of break it down. But -2 ice art cooldown. So I guess it lowers her cooldown when she hits her snowball. Is that what that means?
Could be. I'm not sure. I got to take a look at the video.
Yeah.
Um oh yeah, so Jeff Nato is out of the game now too. Jeff Nato's been retired.
I think the first one, the duality dance, is that saying that that was removed? What did he have
No,
a team up
yeah,
with Luna?
I don't think that's what's going on. Yeah, I think that no, he didn't. That's
Oh,
whatever I wrote there was a mistake.
oh, okay.
It's Storm and Warlock, and now
Yeah.
Warlock gets like the trail of healing when he flies.
Yeah, that's kinda
Um,
tough, I'm not gonna
yeah, I
lie.
think they're really trying to get my man. They're trying to get people to play my man.
I think, uh,
Um,
I think it's gonna be similar to, like, a Captain America ult, you know how he puts
yeah.
that American flag behind him?
Hmm.
I think it's gonna be similar to that. I saw a TikTok clip of that. I mean, it looked pretty good, but obviously we'll have to get into it to see. Jeff Nato's out of the game. Bro, that team up was kinda just dumb, and it was ridiculous how much damage
It
it
was
would do.
really good and it was ridiculous, but nobody really used it. So I mean,
But if you had a shark on your team and you didn't have a storm, you were selling.
yeah,
You were
agreed.
selling.
Yeah.
And,
And then
less
the team up that, White Fox and Luna have, it's just,
mhm.
White Fox gives Luna a fox, and then Luna has boosted healing effects.
Okay. So, I guess they're trying to bring Luna back. I feel like she kind of fell off this past season.
Here it is, Storm and Adam Warlock. Yeah, I don't know what I was did Luna and Warlock have a team up? I think they
That's what I
did.
was asking
Yeah,
you.
no, I
Maybe
think
they
they did.
did.
Yeah, no, that was my mistake. Yeah, so the healing boost is gone just from the Luna and Warlock team up.
Oh, okay.
Um,
It's tough
but
because nobody played Warlock,
yeah,
so,
yeah,
like,
I've
you don't
literally
know what
never
you don't know what the team up
I've
is.
never even played him in a quick match.
I've played him. He's alright.
So yeah, they got the Cyclone, it's just now they have now he gives the trail of healing.
Heavenly Harmony. I
This
like that.
is, things to watch within the meta, that we put together based on the analysis and stuff of the, changes within the meta. I'm sorry, the changes here in the patch notes.
Mhm.
Ult economy, I think we're gonna see a lot less healer ults first. I think we're gonna see a lot more DPS and tank ults first. And I think it's gonna change the way the game is played a lot because I don't think it's gonna be worry so much about ult rotation. I think it's just gonna slow ult rotation altogether.
Mhm. Yeah. Um, I think, that's pretty good. A lot of the fights kinda just came down to, like, whichever healer ulted second in a
Or, like,
sense,
ulted correctly, you know,
or
like,
ulted correctly,
yeah, like,
yeah.
if you double ult, like, you probably lost it, you know what I mean?
If you double
Um,
ult, you're screwed for that for, like,
yeah,
a solid 2 minutes because then you have to, like, wait for one person to get their ult and wait
mhm,
for one person to not get it. Next, they nerfed triple support like we kinda said earlier. It's gonna be weaker because each healer has to be hitting someone to get really their ult charge faster, whereas them just standing there will not charge it as fast as it did previously, which
mhm,
I think most people wanted. I think the triple heals meta was kinda dumb. Like, we would be absolutely smashing a team in GM or Celestial, whatever we were in. They switched to triple heals, and we literally like it's
just
like we
can't
flipped
move,
the
like, you
switch.
just
Yep,
cannot move,
can't
yeah.
move. They would get the
It's
point in
honestly
domination,
it's
and it
more
was over.
frustrating than just, like, losing a good fight, like, you just can't move,
Yeah.
and you
Um,
can't get to the back line, yeah, it's so frustrating.
yeah.
Hulk, yeah, I think Hulk mains, we're gonna see a lot more Hulk mains, maybe, like, less Strange, but I mean, regardless of the nerfs, I feel like you'll always see Strange.
No.
Uh
With that movement boost, I think Strange will always be like viable.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then more Luna, yeah, I agree. Luna's been struggling a lot in the past couple seasons just because there's just always better options.
Yeah. Gambit,
And,
Invis,
you
Hook
have to be
now.
able to aim. So just a little bit more, like, survivability with Luna, I think will be, we'll see a lot more Lunas, and obviously you have your Luna mains that are, like, very good, but yeah,
Mhm.
I think, that's all we got for you guys. Um,
It's gonna be interesting to see what the new meta is gonna be next season because
mhm,
it's always constantly changing. This past season, it was triple support and poke. I think poke's still gonna be relevant.
mhm,
They didn't really do much to nerf poke characters like Phoenix, Hela, Mag's good poke, like people like that. But we shall see. Obviously, the whole game is kind of might be played pretty different because like we said, the tanks and DPSs are going to get their ult faster than
right.
supports now, which has never really been a thing
Which I
in the
think is what
game.
Rivals needs to save it, you know? Like, I
Mhm.
really think that they need to be on top of making sure that the meta is shifting rather than you could just play one thing to save your ass every game. Like, at the end of the day, like, somebody like, you could have, like, a 3 you could be playing with a 3 stack and get to something like GM, just playing triple heals if you're good enough at that, and you
Mhm.
know how to ult, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I
Overall, I
think,
think they
good things
cooked.
come, and I think we'll have a lot of interesting things to talk about, and, we're gonna hopefully get weekly videos out to you guys, and, hopefully some gameplay in the future as well as we continue to climb up in the ranks.
Yep.
Got anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is our first episode, like we said.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe to Ding Rivals. We'll try and get weekly, or if there's any breaking news, maybe we'll do like shorter videos, just kind of breaking down what's going on.
Yep.
Problems, pros, cons of the games, metas, nerfs, buffs. Come here for your one-stop shop Marvel Rivals info.
All right. Thanks, everyone.